Hello, how are you? Today I'm going to tell you what happens in your body when you consume turmeric every day. Turmeric is a wonderful spice, widely used in the East because of its medicinal properties. And many people want to know more about what happens when we add it regularly to our daily routine and how to do that. Some recipe tips and ideas to use it more consistently, more regularly. I'm going to tell you all about that right now. Stay with me until the end because you won't want to miss it. If you love tips on nutrition, health, and fitness, you're going to love this channel. So take advantage. If you're new here, welcome. Subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to get updates because I have new videos every day and you're going to love them. Many people have already heard about the beneficial powers of turmeric, about the positive effects it brings to our bodies. And before I start talking about what happens and what these beneficial effects are, I want to clear up a question that many people have. What is turmeric exactly? Many people confuse it with saffron because of the color, but they are completely different spices. Turmeric comes from a root and has a totally different flavor. And the turmeric I'm going to talk about is a root that looks a lot like ginger, but it's a bit more orange. If you want, I can make a video later talking more about the properties of saffron stigma as well. So if you want, write it for me down here in the comments and go ahead and like the video so I know you enjoy this topic. The first big benefit of consuming turmeric regularly, making it a routine part of your daily life, is that you can keep your body's inflammation levels lower. We know that a more inflamed body is more prone to developing chronic degenerative diseases, making them appear more easily, or even causing their evolution and progression to be faster and harder to control. So this is what we call low-grade chronic inflammation, and nowadays this is very common, mainly due to lifestyle habits. I even have a video here on the channel talking more about the symptoms of chronic inflammation. I'll leave it down below in the description if you're curious to find out what it's like. But there are several symptoms your body shows to indicate that it's inflamed, and we need to fight this inflammation, and turmeric can help you a lot with that. In addition to fighting this low-grade chronic inflammation, it also acts on more acute inflammatory processes such as knee pain, hip pain, joint pain, back pain. Some people experience more pain, are more sensitive, or have health conditions that make them more prone to feeling pain, and using more turmeric in your daily life really helps to control pain and inflammation. In fact, I have a playlist here on the channel that talks more about the anti-inflammatory diet, which can also help you control inflammation, in addition to turmeric. I'll leave it down below in the description for you because otherwise this video would end up getting too long. Speaking of pain, inflammation, and joint pain, it's also important to mention that some studies have already found that people who consume turmeric every day have better outcomes regarding rheumatoid arthritis, better joint flexibility, and less pain once again. So if you know someone who suffers from arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, or osteoarthritis, share this video to help that person as well. Another great benefit of consuming more turmeric in your daily life is improving the health of your heart, arteries, and the cardiovascular system in a broader sense. That's because turmeric is a powerful anti-inflammatory once again, so it helps protect blood vessels. In fact, curcumin helps improve the lining, that epithelium of blood vessels, which helps to improve blood pressure. So, for people who suffer from high blood pressure and need to regulate it more, along with a balanced diet and a healthier lifestyle, adding more turmeric to your daily routine can help you keep your blood pressure levels more stable. Remember that I have a playlist here on the channel with more tips on how to improve your blood pressure, how to lower it naturally, home remedies, and I'll leave that down below in the description for you as well. Another great benefit of turmeric is boosting immunity. Besides, once again, being anti-inflammatory, it is also antibacterial, antifungal, and acts as a prebiotic in our body. So, it's very interesting for strengthening the immune system and the digestive system, especially the intestines. Because you know that the gut is closely related to our immunity, our health, and even our mood. I even have a video talking more about how the gut is our second brain. So, having a well-nourished gut improves many areas of our body, and especially our immunity. Because sometimes this intestinal permeability allows viruses, bacteria, and pathogens to pass from the gut into the internal environment into our body, causing certain diseases. So improving the gut through this prebiotic approach is very interesting, and strengthening the immune system is what everyone wants these days. Remember that I also have, down in the description, a playlist for you about immunity with tips, recipes, smoothies, juices, teas, and you're going to love them. Another great benefit of turmeric is helping to keep blood sugar levels more stable. Some studies have already found that people who consume turmeric more regularly on a daily basis are able to have better control over their blood sugar levels. It's worth noting that people with elevated blood sugar will have more inflammation in their bodies, creating a more inflammatory environment. So, turmeric, being a powerful anti-inflammatory, will also help in this regard, especially for the long-term health of people living with diabetes. Of course, this doesn't mean you can just take turmeric, consume turmeric, and then eat an entire chocolate cake or a whole baguette. That's not the idea. Turmeric can help as a complement, but you have to remember that to have good diabetes control, you need to exercise, take the medications your doctor prescribed if necessary, and maintain a healthy diet. I have videos here on the channel talking more about diabetes, the best and worst foods, and even recipes. I'll leave them down below in the description for you as well. Another benefit of turmeric when consumed daily is that it can also help with the weight loss process. That's because it helps keep your blood sugar levels more stable, as we just mentioned, but it also helps you accumulate less adipose tissue, which is fat tissue. If you're in the process of losing weight, this will help you as well. So it can be a good option for you if you're looking to lose weight. In addition, as we've already mentioned, it's a powerful anti-inflammatory. As I said earlier in the video, a more inflamed body will have a harder time burning fat and losing weight. So when we consume more anti-inflammatory foods, we can improve this, helping to reduce inflammation in the body and making it easier to lose weight as well. Some studies suggest that turmeric may have an anti-aging effect, once again due to its strong antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. We know that a body with more inflammation will develop chronic degenerative diseases earlier, and a body with more free radicals will also experience more cellular damage, more wrinkles, more expression lines, and more DNA-related problems. So, when you manage to consume more antioxidants and anti-inflammatories, you can neutralize these issues, which also helps in the aging process itself. In fact, some studies have already found that turmeric can cross the blood-brain barrier. Curcumin, in this case, not turmeric itself, but curcumin, the beneficial compound found in turmeric, can cross this blood-brain barrier, providing a higher degree of antioxidant and anti-inflammatory protection for your brain. So, if you care about your brain, your memory, if you have any type of dementia, or are concerned about someone who does, or even Alzheimer's, preliminary studies already suggest that there may be some improvement in this regard. Once again, of course, it's not a cure or a treatment, but as a complementary approach, it can definitely help your brain. And many people tend to consume turmeric precisely because of its potential to improve thinking, information association, and memory. In addition, some studies have once again observed the very interesting role of curcumin in the brain, but in this case, more related to memory, more related to depression, to anxiety. Some studies have found that curcumin can help your body, your brain, secrete neurotransmitters more effectively, those that are more beneficial for it, thus providing complementary support in treatment. Of course, once again, it won't be a treatment for depression or anxiety, but adding more turmeric to your diet can help strengthen your brain, reduce inflammation, and improve the secretion of certain neurotransmitters you may need, also as a complementary measure. An interesting detail regarding turmeric consumption is that curcumin actually has poor bioavailability. In other words, it is not so easily absorbed by our body, by our intestines. It needs something to carry it inside. So usually, fat helps a lot with the transport of curcumin. So adding it to a meal where you use olive oil, coconut oil, avocado, chia, flaxseed, nuts, any food rich in fat will make it easier for curcumin to be absorbed. And piperine can also help a lot. Studies have already shown that it can increase the absorption of turmeric you consume at that moment by up to 1,000%. So, taking a little turmeric in the morning, a turmeric tea on an empty stomach, that won't necessarily help you because since you'll be fasting, the actual absorption of curcumin will be very small. So it might be more effective for you to add turmeric to rice when you're preparing it, to chicken, to a different kind of meat, to vegetables, or even to a green juice. In this case, you won't add pepper or olive oil to the juice, but you can add chia seeds, flaxseed, or blend it with some nuts, because that will add more of those beneficial fats to help with the absorption and bioavailability of curcumin as well. Just a detail, piperine, which I mentioned earlier, is the compound found in black pepper. In turmeric, we have curcumin. In black pepper, we have piperine. So that's why adding more black pepper to meals where possible, and when you're consuming turmeric, will improve its absorption. I have several videos here on the channel talking more about turmeric, how to use it in the best way, and discussing more specific ways related to certain health issues. I'll leave them down below in the description for you. Let me know down below if you already knew about all these benefits of turmeric, if you're going to start consuming it, and how you prefer to use it, whether in savory dishes or really in juice form. I'd love to see your comment. Like the video, it really helps me out. Share it with anyone who'd enjoy or needs it. Let's expand this chain of good. That's what I want with the channel. See you next time. Bye.